Anyway. Third game now. Whoever's gonna win this is gonna play against Sonic in the Grand Finals, which is gonna be another beautiful Night of Mirror, and let me get my Ole ready. Now the Ole is fixed, that's better. With the beautiful Resident Sleeper in between the scores. I have to pick off the Resident Sleeper again though for the games of Sonic, because Sonic sometimes really plays some fancy stuff in Out of Mirror, like Hippo Riders that already worked out quite well for him actually. I think it was also against Foggy. And, well, I mean, Sonic's playstyle in general is just quite interesting to watch, because he's just so incredibly aggressive and risky oftentimes. But for now, it's time for the Resident Sleeper. Why is there a face in Check's name? It's because it's boring mirror? Pretty much, yeah. That's like my Night of Mirror overlay. It's not supposed to be for Check only though, it's just like instead of the Walker Free icon in the middle. You know, like if I disable it, it looks like this. Like with the Walker Free icon. It's like in the middle of both of them basically. Now versus standoff is awesome based on skill and staff micro. Yeah, like I think the matchup is also quite interesting to see sometimes, but it's just the biggest Clown Fiesta matchup apart from UD Mirror. And seeing it every single Gera Cup every goddamn time is like... it gets Resident Sleeper at some point. Because like last week, 4 Night Elves in the semifinals, Foggy just denied the Gnola system with his H04. The fuck? Didn't expect that to happen at this level of play, but he just did that. So Foggy gonna have a hard time actually getting up to level 2, or does he get level 2 from this? He actually does get level 2 from this still, never mind, it should be okay. Because it's 48 XP. And there we go. You only got 47 in total because on level 2 you get less XP from creeps. But there's a tech for Check, tech for Foggy as well, it's basically an exact mirror again. But anyway, what I was saying is 4 Night Elves in semifinals last week, whereas it was 5 Night Elves, 3 Undeads in the quarterfinals before that. So you basically all the time only have UD versus Elf and then Night Elf Mirror in the later stages. And now it's also like 3 Night Elves in the semifinals. It's like... I don't know. At some point, I just get tired of those matchups, really. Because you basically never see Orc or Human in Gera Cups lately. I mean, you did in the past, but with Hawk not playing anymore, Focus not participating, there's like not a single Orc or Human in the quarterfinals for the past few weeks now. Maybe there was one Human in the quarterfinals, well, like Geva was in the quarterfinals at some point, but like no Human or Orc that actually has a good chance of getting like into semifinals or grand finals or anything. Which is pretty sad. So far Foggy has a really good opening though, with cancelling a Moonwall here, getting some Wisp kills. Check on the other hand, he got the Auga match at the Goblin Shop, he got a 1 of Mana Song, which is a pretty crappy item for him in this matchup. But it's still a 200 gold, so that's still not too bad I guess. But Foggy, even though he denied the Gnola Assassin, and even though Check got the Auga match, he still has a lot of experience because he just killed a lot of Wisps. You can see the difference here, it's 10 Wisps in total for Check, whereas it's 13 Wisps for Foggy. And Check will be having some lumber issues because of that. Ancient Furnace and Hunter Soul coming in for Foggy already, whereas Check is actually not going into a Hunter Soul. It seems like he might be going into Archer Talon play. Because if he wants to go into Dryad Bears, his Hunter Soul should be building already. For quite some time in fact. And there we go, it actually is just a late Hunter Soul. He doesn't really have the lumber economy anyway to go for a lot of stuff there. So run attempt on the Demon Hunter of Foggy, not quite getting it though. Both Demon Hunters equipped with boots and dust, as well as a circlet. While Check still has a bonus ring of protection. Check bought the circlet at the shop, whereas Foggy got it from the creep spot down here. So Foggy invested a bit less into items and still has really good items. But for now, Foggy just went for a double Ancient Floor straight away, getting his Auto Vision upgrade as well. And he's waiting for resources to be able to get his Naga. Or maybe he's not gonna go into Naga in the first place, but maybe into the Keeper that we usually see when Night Elves go for Dryad Bears in this matchup here. And so far, Czech just rebuilding his lumber economy a bit, Demon Hunters chasing each other, and the Keeper is coming in for Foggy, and the Keeper for Czech as well. So this is gonna be a mirror of Dryad's Bears. Let's see who can play this better. Czech actually going for some base aggression now. Might be able to still cancel this Ancient Floor.
A player's forces are
Nah, he's going for it too late now. Far too late. He wasted so much time with just moving around doing nothing. Foggy tried to go for the same thing, but didn't really work out. And that Ancient Floor will not be cancelled in time anymore. Can easily get repaired. And Keeper's coming out with the Entangle as well. Terratune is asking, are there no good orcs or humans? There are good orcs and humans, but not in Europe really. I mean, Hog is pretty strong, but I don't know what's up with him the past few weeks. He's not playing Gera Cup anymore. I don't know if he's still playing at all, to be honest. I actually don't know. I mean, Jaws is also quite strong, but he's not participating in online cups anyway. And I mean, there's Orc Worker, but he usually drops out rather early as well in Gera Cup. He just doesn't have a good chance against the Night Elf players there, it seems like. And apart from that, there's no one else in Europe really. And then there's like the strong human and orc players in China and Korea, like TH, Infi, Fly, Focus. Focus used to participate in Gera Cup, but for some reason he's not participating in Gera Cup for the past few weeks. And Focus was the one orc that oftentimes got quite far in Gera Cup, and we didn't have Night Elf and UD only. But now Focus is not playing anymore, Hog is not playing anymore either for the past few weeks. And most of the Korean and Chinese humans and orcs are just not participating in Gera Cup really. So there's basically no really strong human and orc to really contest the Night Elves and Undeads from Europe here. Endurance Aura for Foggy, that's incredibly good for him. Especially because he picked it up from his opponent's creep spot. But yeah, basically it's just like in Europe, UD and Night Elf are really strong with like Foggy, Sonic, Happy, but that's about it. There's just really no human and orc hope pretty much in Europe. At least not for Gera Cup here. Foggy Czech in final again? Well, the winner of this is gonna play against Sonic in the finals, so it could be Czech versus Sonic, it could also be Foggy versus Sonic though. Foggy is getting incredibly good items though. Flute of Accuracy, well, it's not the best with mainly going for bears. Wizard Coffeelas would have been really nice as well. But Endurance Aura is pretty damn nice. Czech on the other hand, he is not exactly getting the best items here. Talisman is kinda crap. Rune Braces is really bad. Ring of Protection is also not the best. Let's see what he can get here though. Now it's 50 supply against 40 in favor of Foggy. Czech actually being a supply block, I guess he just forgot his Moonwall. So far, he loses a creep, an archer to the creep as well. Crystal Ball. Wow, Czech is just getting screwed over with item drops. Foggy is getting really good item drops. Let's see what he got here. One of them. Oh, okay, talking about good item drops, that's not exactly a good item drop. But still, Endurance Aura Flute is at least a big deal. And Czech basically getting the worst items possible here. Like, those three are the worst items possible that he could have got. Pretty much. Like, even Ring of Protection would be better than this. Well, I mean, Talisman is not too bad for the Keeper, but he doesn't get focused so much anyway, usually, so he's probably still gonna sell it anyway. He just didn't have time to go to the shop yet. Czech also really low on lumber with losing so many wisps in the early game. He's actually struggling quite a bit there, because one bear is 80 lumber, so he just can't afford to even build units right now. TP's out of this straight away to make sure that he doesn't lose anything really. And to make sure that he can actually get into a proper fighting position. And it seems like Foggy realized that Czech doesn't really have anything right now. He has 1.3k gold, but he can't use it because of the lack of lumber. Didn't have time to invest it into items, didn't go to the shop here first before TPing. So Foggy really has a better spot here. No player has upgrades so far, but Foggy has a Scroll of Protection, he has double Scroll of Healing, he has more units, And the only thing that's not good for him right now is the positioning in his opponent's base, because Czech can easily access his moonwalls, as well as the Ancient of War. But still, same hero levels basically. Foggy has better items as well. This is looking so damn good for Foggy. And it seems like he will probably win this one. But there's 2 more bears for Czech, and he still has defense advantages. His reinforcements arrive earlier. Foggy still has still HP, so he's first out of this fight. He's just gonna TP now, try to still save some bears with it. Didn't really work out there, so Czech actually gets out of this fight with more supply. Never mind, Foggy just built another bear to get more. And kills the archer to still stay in no upkeep. So all in all, this fight was still kinda equal. While with Czech losing his Ancient of War here though, but that's not too big of a deal really. And Czech now getting his first defense upgrade, while Foggy is getting the first attack upgrade. And both players are just gonna bank a bit more now, creep all the remaining creep spots that are left on the map. Cloak of Shadows, that's gonna be sold probably. And Foggy again, he really seems to be a fan of Invis Potion play right now. He went for 3 Invis Potions on Turtle Rock earlier, in the same matchup against Czech as well. Now he's going for another Invis Potion here to just keep track of his opponent's army, see exactly what he has, see if he's going for upgrades, and check all the beautiful stuff. Foggy actually moved his Ancient for quite aggressively, so he's just gonna lose that one for free. And Czech already has Scroll Protection, Heal Scroll, Invul Pot ready now as well, so he's good to go there.
A player's forces are under attack.
11.5 armor on that Demon Hunter. Never mind, he just sold his Rings of Protection. Transfers Scroll of Protection and Invul Pot, gets that Orb of Venom on the Keeper as well. So he has double Orb of Venom now, which is a nice gold sink while he's still in no upkeep. And it's also really worth it because oftentimes they attack different targets anyway, and as far as I've heard from like the guy on Reddit that oftentimes posted like a lot of stuff regarding like what free numbers, if Lineholm Installment is worth it and so on. Apparently Orbs of Venom actually stack if you hit the same target, you just need to have them on different heroes. So it's still pretty sick, and the damage output of those is incredibly high with that damage over time. So that's definitely a nice pickup here for Czech. And Foggy just gonna try to secure some more creeps here on the map, get some more experience. He still has double heal scroll of protection, and his Demon Hunter actually has nothing though. Czech has the advantage of double Orb of Venom against 1 Orb of Venom. But both players now, they're just still banking on no upkeep. Czech actually just got another Wisp, because he's pretty damn low on lumber. Even getting another Ancient of War to have an easier time defending in his space. And he's keeping track of some of the expansion spots of Foggy to make sure that Foggy is not just expanding. And another Invis Potion. The one only lasts, I think, either 120 or 180 seconds. So he's going for another one, not picking up the tome, I guess he just missed that one. And he's just keeping track of Czech, seeing when Czech is breaking upkeep and all that stuff. Czech actually cancelling the Ancient of War now. Was just a safety kind of thing, I guess. And he doesn't still want now. Oh no, he found the Demon Hunter with the dust. There's the Untangle, there's the Surround, the Demon Hunter is dead. A nice pick off by Czech. He read Foggy quite well, that Foggy went for so many Invis Potion plays in a row now, that this was really quite obvious. And definitely worth a try for Czech. Gets the level 3 Demon Hunter killed, that's a really nice pick-off. And that's nice timing that Czech can hit. Foggy does not want to go for the Tavern Revive. Also wouldn't really be able to go for it right now because he would have just gotten caught in the middle of the map. So he has to wait for the Altar Revive. So this is a nice turnaround for Czech in this game here. Now sending the Wisp towards the Tavern, but that one's getting picked off. There we go, Rejuvenation's already. Fight is breaking out, but no Demon Hunter for Foggy, double Orb of Venom for Czech. And this is looking good for Czech right now. He has a better army, Foggy has defense advantage though. Getting another 2 bears straight away, while the bears for Czech still have to run across the whole map. Demon Hunter of Czech actually has to be rather careful, and this is looking decent for Foggy so far. It's 2 1 upgrades against 1 2 upgrades, so that's pretty equal really. endurance aura for Foggy, whereas there's no endurance aura for Czech. And Czech actually losing this fight even though Foggy did not have a Demon Hunter, simply because Foggy had that defense advantage. He had those 2 additional bears a lot earlier and just a better position to fight in. And now Foggy, is he being overly aggressive right now? Maybe. A moving with his bears into the back line of Czech here. Now Foggy even ahead in upgrades, and 63 against 51 supply now in favor of Czech, but Czech's 8 supply here that he has in favor of him are in production. Even cancel it now, he's probably gonna kill 1 Wisp. There we go, I guess he just detonated 1 Wisp to make sure that he's in no upkeep again. And both players are back to banking gold. Was a nice opening for Czech. Sadly not a good enough one. He thought that he could get a nice fight. Actually turned out that it was a nice fight for Foggy. So that was pretty bad for Czech there. 2 upgrades now for him as well. Foggy getting his 3-2 already though. And level 5 keeper already against the level 3 keeper. So it's probably level 3 aura. Yeah, level 3 aura against level 1 aura. Which is a big deal. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's 30% damage return on the level 3 aura. Which is quite something in the bear mirror here. Alright, double heal scroll for Czech. No scroll of protection. He has the invul pot for a Steam Hunter now. And no TP. Foggy again. The invis potion play. It's incredible that he's doing it over and over and over again. Both players still not breaking upkeep. Czech's just moving around the map, but he doesn't really want to go for a push, else he would be breaking into upkeep. And he's trying to catch the Demon Hunter again. He used the dust already, he bought another pack of dust. And Foggy is kind of aware of this, so he's getting another scroll of protection. And he's trying to stay out of the range of the Dust of Appearance. Oh, that was a close one. Dust of Appearance didn't quite hit. So Foggy is still safe here. Kind of playing with fire, but at the same time it's a calculated risk. 3-3 coming in for Foggy now. Same thing for Czech. Czech is a little bit behind there, but that's quite fine. Why does no one ever get Priestess of the Moon? She's just absolutely not good for this fight here. You rather want to not split the XP to a third hero and instead get higher hero levels on Demon Hunter Keeper, especially to have a chance at level 3 Aura and level 6 Demon Hunter, all that stuff. Priestess, you only see it in like really rarely if someone is playing some kind of special style. We've actually seen a Priestess last week from Foggy in an Isle of Mirror, but it sadly didn't work out so well. But he also played something fancy there. Well, Priestess second it was in fact. Wisp got picked off for Foggy here. Let's see. Foggy has that Invis Demon Hunter, but Invis is about to run out and there's still the threat of dust. Never mind, he gets another scroll of protection. Czech not trying to dust anymore. And let's see if Foggy is gonna make the same mistake again of breaking upkeep. Too late so far, it looks like it. He's getting Nature's Blessing again. This looks exactly like the last game. Foggy, no. Now he's scouting the base. Now he's like, fuck. There's an army in my base. And now he's trying to break up again, but far too late. He has a lot of resources. He needs time though, and he's not getting that time. So again, it seems like Foggy might be losing the game again, just like last game where he's just breaking upkeep far too late, where he's being too greedy. But don't necessarily count him out of this yet. He has level 3 Thorns Aura. He has a decent fighting position as well. He has a space to work with too. But he has so much missing production. He's starting a fight with 1k gold banked up and not being able to use it. Czech's Demon Hunter has to be rather careful though. He still has the invul pot to save himself. Talking about Demon Hunters, Foggy's Demon Hunter has to be rather careful. There's no staff ready. He wants to buy the staff. He cannot get it in time. Loses his Demon Hunter. 43 against 59 supply at this point. And Czech is rolling over Foggy again. Foggy just so greedy with breaking upkeep. Not doing it in time. Relying heavily on scouting information that he did not get in time again. And now he's just losing the game. just like last game where he broke upkeep too late. Even though he was in a decent position, he just breaks his upkeep far too late. So we're gonna have another Czech versus Sonic finals, just like last week. Because there's no goddamn way in hell that Foggy is still gonna come back into this game. Not at this point anymore. I don't think so. No, Czech has so much more. He can still build so many more bears. And it's equal upgrades. Endurance Aura is not going to carry a Foggy out of this. I guess there's still a small, like a really small chance for Foggy to come back into this. Maybe with like a good hero kill or like a really nice fighting position or something, but it's looking really bad for him. It's not 100% over yet, but it's like 90% over. 51 against 58. Level 5 Demon Hunter double off of Venom. No active items anymore for Czech though, but none for Foggy either, so... Czech is waiting for his additional bears. Getting Nature's Blessing as well. And now he's gonna go for it. Demon Hunter Foggy still not ready. One Ride is AFK as well. Or idling rather. It's not like she has a keyboard in her fancy Night of the World. And there we go. The fight is breaking out. They have equal army basically. Czech has a bit more. But there's a lack of the Demon Hunter for Foggy for now. And there's the heal scroll for the Blue Knight player for Czech as well. And everything is starting to die now for Foggy. He can't get to his Moonwells in time. No chance of getting there without just losing everything in the process. 36 against 58. Czech definitely winning this game now. That's GG for sure at this point. So we will have Czech advancing into the grand finals. And it will be a clash between Sonic and Czech again. Wait, was it really Sonic against Czech though last week? Actually, I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, it's gonna be Czech versus Sonic this week for sure, and we're gonna go into the best of 5 now.